Welcome to Fort Collins, Colorado, home to the Colorado State Rams, settled at just over 5,000 feet, and we have a game that will live up to the altitude. And the Rams will put total leather and will get started. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Beavers offense will go on the attack first. Jesse, we don't get many of these types of runners anymore, it seems, but this offense is built around a guy who can carry the ball 30, 40 times if they need it.
And he is every defensive coordinator's nightmare because it's only a matter of time with this guy before he's going to break the long one. He has incredible vision, he can cut, and it's the game-breaking speed, David, that makes him truly unique.
Yeah, and he sets the tone, man. More guys are going to be committed to stopping him in the run game. It sets the tone for the offense. It opens up everything else. It starts and ends with him.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They go to the ground. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. And the Beavers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He'll try to do it himself. Getting closer and closer to midfield, out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47. The Beavers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Tight end now in motion. Using his legs, it's Kane. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Beavers are on the move. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Got him downfield. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Give to the running back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the back. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Beavers!
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
And he puts through the extra point.
Oregon State 7, Colorado State 0.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Colorado State's offense will have its first possession of the game. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Steps away to find some room. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Second and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football, and you stick the quarterback, and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Unloads to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Rams will punt it away on fourth down. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He'll ride his man on the option. Powers through the defender. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. And the Beavers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to the tailback. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. They'll go to the ground. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. The Beavers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Just feeds the running back. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking for an open area to his left. Slings it downfield. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
That's the end of the period, and Oregon State has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Leaves it with the running back. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On the ground, it's Burrell. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. This is a tough one. A third and long from this part of the field. They can, though, pick up the first down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they... Him at the 19. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Colorado State takes over the Ram offense, returns to the field. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Oh, and that's just like a penalty. They get in the backfield and knock him down for a loss of 5.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Rams will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and look for room. And the returner will be brought down. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead, Dave.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
Here's the handoff. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And it's another 1st and 10 play. Use the play fake, now to throw. Still looking, on the move. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
You know, defenders have to really understand body positioning and where the football's coming from. And great job understanding that, getting in the way of the route, knocking the ball down, batting it away, making a good play for that defense.
Setting up the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. They'll make this about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
This is kind of like Vegas and gambling. You got a big completion there on 3rd down. You set up 4th. You could take the field goal and take the easy money, but you might decide to roll the dice here, stay on the field, and go for it on 4th down, hoping to get a touchdown.
Right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. The give to the back. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Might as well give it to him again.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Pocket breaking down. The throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Rams will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. He's got it. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's for the play caller right now, just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out, where are my playmakers? Who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David?
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
The Beavers in a good spot here with second and short. They'll run play action. On the move to his left. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll keep it on the sneak. And the Beavers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Burrell. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. Off the play fake. Bringing the heat. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. On target over the middle. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Beavers will try to move the chains on 4th down. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the offense gets a reprieve. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Offense in a bunch formation. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Catch in the middle, it's Moss. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. And the Rams come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Quarterback feeling that pressure. pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the third sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Beavers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. From the gun on 3rd down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The Rams will bring the punt team onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They moved the football well in the last drive, but man, that 4th down and failing to convert there has to sting.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had in their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Got it in the middle, it's Moss. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. And the Rams can really attack on this 2nd and short. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The give on the option. Turning it on. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Colorado State. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
This is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown.
Colorado State, 7.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
On the run, still looking. And that one goes incomplete, but there is a penalty flag, and they might have gotten him for OPI.
Pass interference. Offense.
We've got pass interference, but this time it's on the offense. Line getting set on second down. Running back searching for a hole. Open space at the 25. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Let's see how successful they'll be on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Power football with the run. Got enough for the 1st. At the 45 on his way. He now has 108 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Buys a little extra time. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find the man.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender, understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go, and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
Caught close to the marker. It's Burrell. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. And the Beavers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll leave it with him. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. The Beavers line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Takes the handoff. It's Kane. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the 2nd half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. On the ground. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oregon State. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Colorado State,
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Colorado State takes over. The Ram offense returns to the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Snagged out of the air. Never seems to take the big hit. Finds enough room to get to the 29. The Rams with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Proctor. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. New set of downs after the completion. To the air on first down. Dumps it off in the flats. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. Wants to keep it in the air. Got it in the middle. It's Proctor. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Rams come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Caught in the backfield. It's Moss. That'll be enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 48. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Trying to get behind the defense. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. So now it's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success.
There he goes. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Rams kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. It's complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. What will they dial up on 2nd and 8? A long way to go. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play. They're a perfect 2 for 2 on 3rd down on this drive. They need 8 to move the chains again. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Here comes the option. Now the pitch. Got enough for the first. All kinds of room to the right. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Beavers! Excellent pass by the back on the option. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. North Carolina is down right now, but that kid on the defensive side, I know this is a big statement, but he looks like a young Lawrence Taylor. Do not rule out a comeback. They're trailing by just 4 to Boston College. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. A lot of yardage in front of them. 1st and 10 from their own 19. Grabbed behind the line. It's Slater. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the gun, the running back has it. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. And the Rams racing to the line in the hurry-up. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
Hey, I gotta be honest, I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Gets the back moving. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got his man on the right. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to throw again. Fires toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right now.
Makes the grab. He's got a 1st down. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. The Rams didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Hard running there. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. He's got him. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. And the Rams had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Looking to throw. Rushes on him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They're going to run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Colorado State.
And that is the perfect way to cap off this drive. This thing started way back on their 2-yard line, and they methodically marched it down the field. You saw a little bit of everything on this drive. So at the very end, you pay it off. Really nice job running down in the red zone for the score.
Let's get weird. This is exactly what they needed. They needed something to happen. Down 2 possessions, 4th quarter. Got to make it happen. Onside kick team comes through.
Starts a drive trying to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moss. He was able to reach into his bag of tricks and use it to pick up a few extra yards. The Rams can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Had to get rid of it quickly. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. And the Rams come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. He makes the grab. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
Catch in the middle. It's Proctor. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Looking left. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To the ground with the back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Beavers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the 1st down. And there were some collisions in there. The D finally stops him short of the marker.
Yeah, and I think on that 3rd down and short call, I honestly think that they thought it was going to be a 4th down situation. Now it's 4th and 2. I think this offense was ready for this opportunity, and I think they're going to go for it right here.
Timeout called by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. How about that defense rising? Stopping him short on 4th down.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run, and you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down, and they give it back up now to their offense.
They'll start this drive with a pass. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. The Rams in the hurry-up. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. Pressure coming. He's going to take off. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. And man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much